Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today's a special day because I'm sharing my account setup and trading strategies for the first time. And I waited for the channel to grow a bit to do this, and now we're almost at 6,000 subscribers. I want to thank you for smashing the like buttons and the subscribe buttons. It really helps. And now it's time. It's time to introduce my series called Dropping Gems. Check this out. We're going to start immediately with the account setup. I love Charles Schwab. I'm using Charles Schwab, and I'm also using TradingView. I'm gonna show you Charles Schwab first. This is called Street Smart Edge. Look at this. The first thing I want you to realize is look at the colors on here. All the colors on here, I actually customize. Everything you're looking at, from the bars, the color of the candle bars here. When you look at the options charts, see how this chart here is yellow over here, and this chart over here is blue. Well, that coincides with these charts here. Okay, yellow chart, and then over here the blue chart. So I know instantly when I'm looking at it, and this is the purple chart, and I have two trading windows. My main trading window is the first one. So when I switch here, you can see the purple options chain. You can see I'm holding options here, and then basically you look at the purple chart. So I have everything color coordinated, even my level 2. This is level 2 right here, guys. So it tells me I can see the order stacking in on the buy side. I can see the order stacking in on the sell side. And I colored all of these individual bars here as well. Customize. So Street Smart Edge, it just allows you to customize everything. Now look at my chart for a second. I want you to realize what I'm doing. This right here is the NASDAQ index. Okay, so I'm looking at the NASDAQ live as I'm looking at the charts that I'm interested in and the level 2 data. Over here on this screen, I actually have Street Smart Edge extended over here. I'm looking at the VIX. This is the volatility index. And I'm also looking at the SPY index at the same time. So you can see, I can see really, it's almost like a snapshot of the whole entire market. And all of this is in real data. So what is so cool about Street Smart Edge? Well, not only that, that's just the visuals, right? But when you look at, I want to show you my main page here. I'm on Fisker, FSR. Look at the features here. I want to touch upon the news. This is the real-time news. So as the market is open, right, the news feed is coming in, and I can see news. See right here? There's a form that Fisker filed. And so what I can do is literally click on that form, and then look. That's the form. So I'm gonna do that again. Like this is sick. I have news feed. So right here, I bring it up. I click on the link. And then boom, it loads the file for me. So I can read what in the world they're doing. Okay? So this is awesome. This is phenomenal. That's very helpful when you're looking at the fundamentals of a stock. Now, not only that, that's the news. But let me show you something else. This is called research. So look, by the way, I colored all this too, so it'd make it easier for me to read. They have a rating here, which these ratings are nonsense for the most part, but we'll go over that later. But you can see right here the market cap. You can see how many shares are outstanding, the total float, so you know, like, if a stock has the potential to run or not, right? What's the percentage held by institutions? I mean, look at this, like, the rating is strongly underperformed, but 63% of institutions are holding the stock. So, you can get like a really good feel for what's going on. And that's just like the tip of the iceberg. Up here, let me show you. When I launch the tools, look at all these tools here. You can connect to like real time, like CNBC, all that nonsense that they run on television. If you want to look at it, you can. I never look at that mess. I don't need to, but it's there. And that's what's cool about Street Smart Edge. And the price action, like the way the candles form, here you can really see the price action. So another thing that I want to talk about with regards to Street Smart Edge and Charles Schwab is basically the liquidity. So the liquidity, you know, if you're ever trying to buy something and there's not enough shares or the options or whatever, it's all there. Charles Schwab has no problem in terms of money flowing in and out. I also on here you can build watch lists and things of that nature right here. Okay, and then not only that, but like, let me bring this back up. There's also a sector here called screeners and sectors, so I can look here and see, okay, this is the top 10 in volume. Wow. Daily count. Okay. Performance by sector. Right? Change from open. This performance by sector is vital. I mean, right there, look. Communication services, consumer staples, energy, financials, healthcare, industrials, information, materials. I mean, basically you can see where the money's flowing out of and where the money's flowing in. Street Smart Edge, y'all. Like that's ridiculous. Like if you want to like rebalance accounts and you want to follow the big dogs, you can like look at this and actually it'll help you do that. The screeners on here, it's really a phenomenal tool. So like I said, right here, first window, second window, 1, 2, 3, and then right here, chart 1, chart 2, chart 3. Okay, I'm on the yellow chart, so I go to the yellow options chain. See that? I go to the blue chart. Boom. I go to the blue options chain, and then right here, I'm on the purple chart. All right, and then I move to the purple options chain over here. Okay, so that is Street Smart Edge. So listen, my charts look busy, right? There's a lot of indicators on them and all of that, and you guys always hear people say, oh, keep your charts clean, the less the better, and all that. That is complete BS. Don't listen to none of that stuff. You need to know what all these indicators are, not to make trades. No, you don't use indicators to make trades, but you need to know how the stock is moving, how the equity is moving, what the financial instrument that you're studying or looking at, you need to know how it's moving, because most of the stock market is automated. Yes, I said it. There's a lot of automation and bots trading. And all of this stuff that you see on these charts are programmed into those systems. The computers react to them. So you need to know where these points are so you can see where support and resistance is. Okay? We'll talk about time frames and all of that on another video, because that's huge as well. But all of that stuff about, hey, keep your chart simple and all of that, that is complete nonsense. Don't listen to it, because what will happen is, honestly, you will be, let me just change this chart right here from a 2-minute to the daily. Okay. All right. And I just want you to see this real quick. Okay. This is more simple. So right here, I got volume down here. I have a 200 moving average, and I have 220 moving averages and a 50. That's pretty simple, pretty basic. But what will happen is, you'll see right here, there's a level here, and you'll see the stock move down to this level here, and all of a sudden it'll start coming up. The volume is low. You can see the volume is low relatively to here and here, but you won't quite understand why it's bouncing here. You're like, it looks like it's just bouncing off of nothing. Well, guess what? If you had your chart mapped out similar to this right here, okay, you will see that on this chart, there's Fibonacci sequence lines on this one. Now look, this is a similar bounce. This is what I'm talking about. You see how this stock went up here and then sold off huge and came all the way down here. Look where it came down to, this gray line right here, and then just started buying, bounce. If that gray line wasn't there, you wouldn't know what they're responding to, what these bots or what their automation is responding to. It would just be a clean chart, and you just would not know this point that came down all the way to this gray line, and then all of a sudden they started buying it up and it started moving back up. So that's my point. You don't use indicators to trade off of. You use them to find support and resistance. You know, when it comes to Charles Schwab, like the real time is nice. I got a real fast internet, so I'm probably only like literally about 3 seconds off of Wall Street, maybe. Sometimes, you know, you could have a real slow internet and you could be like literally like 5-6 seconds behind them, if not more. So my stuff, I feel like it's really spot on in terms of being real time. There's a mobile app also for Charles Schwab that I have on my phone. That is really helpful too. So, and then also there's Google Remote. So I can actually leave this up, and then I could have these screens on my phone and like manipulate this from my phone, like if I'm out and about and remote. So just wanted you to realize that like there's ways to keep it moving even if you're not in the trading room. Really cool. So I'm gonna take a minute now to talk about TradingView. I love it. I love the real-time data, and you can see I got a watch list over here. You can see here, this is chart 1, 2, 3. I have them side by side. Why do I use TradingView and why do I use Street Smart Edge? So I'm gonna teach you this trick that I use. I want to see everything when I'm thinking about buying an equity or buying a contract. And so what I do is, you can see here on Street Smart Edge, let me change this. What I typically do is I have this at a 2-minute time period, so I can see exactly what's going on a microscopic sort of level, and I can read all of this. And then on TradingView here, I will have the same equity or the same financial instrument on a 15-minute time frame. So you can see here, this is 15 minutes. Okay, and this will tell me where it's headed, and then I'll change it as the day progresses. I will change it, like once we get to the first hour in the morning, I'll change it to an hour time frame, so I can understand like what's going on, where the chart is headed. And then I may even change it to the daily. Okay, and then I'm studying these charts on a weekly and monthly time frame when the market is closed. Okay, like I said, we'll go over time frames and things like that later, but I just want to show you like what my edge is, like what my setup is. Now we're going to pivot from account setup to account strategy. So this is really important. So listen, a lot of you guys, you're trading, you're getting, you know, thousands of dollars, and you place it into an account. You're doing what you can do, honestly, or what you know to do, and then at some point you're gonna blow the account up. And then you may have done that over and over again through the course of several months or several years, and then you get frustrated and you're gone. You're done with it. And my technique is not about that. My strategy is first and foremost all about staying in the market. I will never blow my account up, because my strategy is about staying in the market at all times, unless the market is so depressed, like what we just had, what we just went through with the inflation, everything rising and interest rates rising and all of that. And you had, at that point, you got to go cash. You got to go all cash. We'll go into that in another segment, but at that point you get out of the market. You let everything fall. Just let everything fall down. You get out of the market, you go cash, and you protect yourself from these banks. Okay, so now that's why I'm doing this video now, because now is the time to start jumping back in. You gotta get your toes wet. You gotta start building your positions. Okay, so the way that I do it is in an account, I will do a 70-30 split between investment and trading. And basically what I do is, let's say you got $1,000. We'll start small, real small. But what you do is you take $700 and you invest it long. You do your research, do your fundamental breakdowns. You find some reasonable equities or with options that maybe you could really make some money off of over the next 2 to 3 years, and you go long and you invest $700. And then you take $300 and you trade with it. Okay, now the reason why you do the 70-30, if even more aggressive, you can go 50-50. Okay, but the reason why you do this is because if you blow up your $300, you still got $700 tied up, making the account grow. All right, you can't necessarily blow your account up. You just got to replace that $300 that you lost and go back in and go at it again. All right, so that's my strategy. I'll take like $5,000, $10,000. All right, and I'll invest 7,000 of it. Watch the account grow behind the scenes, won't touch that. Okay, and then the other 3,000, I'm flipping it, and that's how I make money, you know, in between gigs, etc. It's really like a passion of mine to do this. It's been very good to us, and all I gotta say is just follow me. You will see that any thumbnail with a gem on it is going to be financial related, and that's what I'm going to use for this series here. So thanks for watching, and that's my account setup, that's my account strategy, and I'll see you in the next one. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, Ghost.